Oh, hello there, you handsome lot. Welcome back to Crafters TV. It's Tuesday, which means, of course, it is the launch party. Now, the launch party has quickly become one of your favourite shows here on Crafters TV, and I think it's because we bring you all the best of what is new here on Crafters TV, which is absolutely fantastic. We bring you new products, new deals, products that we've launched recently you've absolutely loved. You've got an Explorers deal always in this show, but we always kick off our shows on a Tuesday with our out of this world deal. And oh my, have we got an out of this world deal for you today. It is absolutely incredible. I'm not on my own though today. Oh no. He is back in stock, and he's back in stock in a big way because he is here with me all week this week. Craig, how are you doing?
Hey Joe, I'm doing good, thanks. It's so good to be back for a launch party. So I have done a launch party before, but it's actually been quite a while. Been quite a while since we've both done it together, Joe. So excited to be back. I'm now back into my second day. I'm fully energised, ready to go, fully forced, ready to go with everything we've got to show you. We've got a few things, I don't want to say different things, however, what we've done is over the last, obviously, 12 weeks with me not being here, I've been watching at home and I've been seeing all these incredible goodies that have been coming up, and I was like, I really want to play with them. So what I've done is when I came in yesterday, seen what was kind of meant to be on, I thought we could do better, and I really wanted the rose gold. You know, you've followed me on my lives over the last 12 weeks from home videos, and I've talked about how I love rose gold and how I want to do decor with rose gold. So I come back to Sarah's newly launched rose gold signature collection. So I was like, no, it's not fair. Debbie's done it, Sarah's done it, a few of the other team have done it, I want to do it. I want the rose gold on, and that's exactly what we've done. We've put the rose gold collection on, an incredible bundle. Some of the things you're going to see that you've not seen in some of the collections before. So you're getting some embossing powders, you're also getting some glitter glue within them there, you're getting some foam as well so you can create and shape your own flowers, you're getting frames, you're getting sentiments, you're getting cut and emboss folders, you're getting 3D embossing folders, you're even getting foil plate stamps for your foil press as well. Lots of sentiments as well. Just so much that you can be making, whether it's cards, whether it's memory books, whether it's invites for your special occasions, your birthdays, your weddings. I know obviously at the moment, you know, there's not a lot of that going on. However, at least you will have your collection. You can get a wee bit started as well. And don't forget, when the fairs and that come on, it does mean that you can actually sell anything you make as well. So we're going to be focusing on for the next few while, certainly the rose gold collection, because it's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, that is absolutely loads on this show today. It's going to be very, very exciting. I'll take you through all the rose gold items in a moment. Before we get there, though, I need to show you that out of this world deal, and it is exactly that. It's a 40% saving on this. It's the Spectrum Noir Liquid Ink Collection. You've got the vintage metallics and the rich metallics, 6 pots, and you've got 30 mils in each of those. They are very, very busy whenever we bring them to you. £29.50 or $47 if you want to go for those. Right, I'm going to come back. We need to talk about rose gold. We launched it on the Craft House. It was Rose Gold Day here on Crafters TV on Friday, and it was so incredibly busy. There's a couple of different collections that you can go for. The mega bundle is on your screen at the moment. It represents the best value for money. There's a smaller one which is just the essentials, which are just here. I'll take you through that in a minute. Let me firstly show you everything that you're getting included. So you can see here absolutely everything. We couldn't even get it on one page. There's absolutely two. So you're getting all of that stuff, stamps and dies, acrylic stamps, all your metal dies there, your embossing folders as well. There's a whole other page though, so you've then got more metal dies on the second page. You've even got your dimensional glitter glues in here, you've got the sequin pack, your cardstock, it's all laid up there for you. Now usually the price on this should be £236 if you're in the UK, or, oh hang on, sorry, if we just go back to that one before, £236 is your price if you're in the UK, and 72 pence. $304.68 is what you should be spending if you're in the US. However, today, £170 is what we're going to charge you, or $205. That is a saving, as you can see, of £66.72 or $99.68. It is amazing. I'm going to take you through, already I'm hearing 15% of the mega bundle has gone. It sold out on Friday. I would not be surprised to see it sell out again. I'll take you through what you're getting in here. Now, there's a few things that you can only get in the mega bundle. Now, let me take you through what those are. The luxury cardstock, that is only available to you in the mega bundle itself. We don't have that individually. Everything else, other than what I'm showing you, is available individually. You've got the glitter glue here. Now, these are fantastic. This is the first time we've seen a glitter glue. All of your ribbons, your embossing powder and glitters, and also your sequins. If you want to go for those, you need to make sure you're going for the mega bundle. They are not available individually. Everything else is. I think you're all going to go for the mega bundle though, because it's got the luxury cardstock in there. It's also, of course, got they are now legendary. The legendary 12 by 12 paper pad. Now let me show you. Let me get this the right way around. Here we are. So let me show you what you've got in this one. Now it is absolutely gorgeous. You've got spot foiling in this one, which is amazing. Lovely patterned papers. That rose theme running all the way through. That is beautifully foiled there. It's like a Moroccan tile, that one. Then we've actually got glittered papers within here. First time you've seen glittered papers. It's absolutely beautiful. Exactly the same designs are coming your way in the 6x6 as well. People were ordering 5 of these. We had a few people that ordered 5 of those. If you want the 12x12 individually, you can get it on the website, but it is all in there. I'll just quickly whiz through again what you're getting. So you're getting all of your embellishments in here. You're getting your foils. You're getting your stamps and dies. Your foil stamp die in here as well. Then over this side, you've got your 6x6 papers. You've got your flower forming foam. You've got all of your embossing folders here. You've then got all of your dies as well here. Great word dies, edgeable dies, flower quilling dies in there as well. £170 or $205. Everyone gets free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling, which is fantastic. Also, if you are a Club Inspire Platinum member in the UK, you're saving an extra $34. You're saving an extra $41 if you're in the US. I can hear it is already busy, as we knew it would be. If you're just thinking about dipping your toe in and you just wanted to go for the flower forming 6x6, the embossing folders and the dies, there is a different item for you. It is this one just here, £90 or $105. But I'm hearing everyone so far is going for that Mahusive bundle. It's sold out. It's back in stock. We have nowhere near the amount that we had when we first brought it to you. Very busy there. I know a lot of you will be very excited to see this back in stock. I want to whiz through some other stuff that's also on the show for you, if I may. So this is your Gemini Dimensional Decorative Boxes. We'll be showing you this a little bit later in the show. Launched these recently, incredibly busy. £80, $96 to get those ones. We've also got as well the sentiments, the Christmas quirky sentiments. We did these as a world launch here on Crafters TV. They were so busy then. There's a few less of them now. I've had some sellouts since, but if you want to get your hands on a really comprehensive bundle, then maybe today is the day. £21 or $29 there. We've also got an Explorer's Kit. Now, the Explorer's Kit is all about you trying something new for the first time. And with this, it's Peekaboo. So in there, what you're going to get is you're going to get the arches that you need. You're going to get one of the characters. You're going to get a stamping card and the ink pad that you need as well. We do also have lots of the other additional characters on the show for you as well. So definitely go for that one. Maybe try and pop a couple of these other ones in your basket as well. £6.99 or $9.95 if you want to go for those. There is also a couple of previews coming up later. There is a preview for tomorrow's launch masterclass for myself and Sarah. There is also a preview coming up for Colour Me Happy on Friday. Both of those will take place towards the end of this show. So make sure you stay with us for those. Loads of you saying hello as well. I see Jan saying hello. Sarah saying hi from Australia. Samantha's in. Diane, Linda, Bernice, Lynn, Nancy. Loads of the regulars. I can see Mary is here as well. Like this national, no, it's not national. Scrap that, Joe. It's bigger than that. It's International Social Media Day today, which is fantastic. So head on over to our Instagram and you can give us a follow over there on Instagram. It's Crafters Comp TV, and you'll be able to see all mostly behind the scenes, me eating chocolate, to be fair. So definitely go and see those. Now, Craig, this collection has been so incredibly popular, hasn't it? Why do you think people have loved it as much as they have? I mean, I loved it from the first time I saw it, but I mean, amongst our crafters, people have gone bonkers for rose gold, haven't they?
They really have. Now, the good thing, obviously, with the rose gold is if you go anywhere, you can go into any shops. Okay, I know at the moment, a lot of them are either closed or they're just starting to reopen. But if you go into your home decor, your stylish shops, you'll find there's a lot of rose gold, and it's not something that tends to go away. But every now and again, the rose gold theme just explodes. And with this one here, we've got that selection. It is the dyes, it's the stamps. You can use it with your foil press, but it's the luxuriousness that you get within them. Whether it's the glitters, even the papers. They've either foiled, they're glittered, the whole lot, that whole collection. You can take maybe one or two of the items from the collection, use it on its own, or what you can do is you can just combine the whole lot and pick elements from one stamp set, from a die set, from a sentiment. All these different components work as one. Great, because you've got your 12 by 12 papers, so that is good. And I know I say it a lot, but then having things like that, if you do like to do your scrapbooking, I know obviously here in the UK we're more orientated to doing the card making, but for you guys in the United States, you love your scrapbook pages. You've got your 12 by 12, and you really don't need a lot of detail to actually create a stunning page. All that you need is maybe one of the embossing folders that die cuts, pop your photo in, or your memory, your tag, whatever it is, and just maybe a wee die cut, and that's all that you need, because that rose gold luxuriousness does all the shouting for you. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to kickstart with the rose gold collection, which I am so excited. So what we're going to do to start with is let's use one of the embossing folders. So we're going to bring this one in. So this is the one that we're going to use first. Now, maybe just see it through my hand just there. So it's like that big explosion within that one there. So that
one
embossing
folders in here as well, Craig, which is loads, isn't it, in this collection?
This is the confetti explosion. So with this one here, this is just kind of like I don't want to say standard embossing folder. That doesn't do it any justice. But obviously we have our cut and die cut embossing folders. Cut and emboss embossing folders.
Cut and die cut, cut and emboss.
Yeah,
And
we've got them
folders.
Anyway. We've also got our ones that are 3D that really are dimensional. And then we've got this one here. It gives you a nice layer. So anyway, what we're going to do is I'm just using some of that incredible, it's like pearlescent basically, within that one just there. So we've got that one.
The only way to get the card as well, Craig, it has completely sold out now individually. You cannot get it. So if you want it, you'll need to get it in that big bundle. And it's definitely lovely to have the colourways of cards which work with the collection, isn't it?
It really is. And to have that all together, like you say, because really what you don't want to do is to actually have that full collection and not have the cardstock. You want to have that wee bit of extra card within it. So what I'm then just going to do, so all that I've just done there is because this is just one of our normal embossing folders, we just need our two cutting plates. So what I'm then going to do is if I open this up, what you're going to see is you've got that absolute incredible detail that comes embossed all the way through. Now you can even then, if you have any of your, your antique gold, gilding waxes, anything like that, you could be using them. So what I'm then just going to do is if I bring this one in, and then this will just start this bit off. So I've just taken some of the rose gold encapsulated glitter, which also comes within the big bundle, and I've just matte and layered one of the sheets from the 12 by 12 paper pad on top of the gold mirror card, which also comes in the main bundle. So what we're just going to do to start with is we're just going to actually place this onto our glitter card. Now because it's glitter card and it is encapsulated, what I would suggest is use some wet glue as well, because your tape runner will stick and it will stick really well. However, the actual wet glue, what they'll do is that'll soak into the back of this pearl card, and then what it'll do is also soak into the glitter card, and it's there forever. Then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to put a wee bits at the side here, because I've got some of the gross grain ribbon.
And also, Craig, not only the luxury card pack, but also the ribbon. The only way to get the ribbon is also in the big collection as well. So you really do. I think all roads point to that big collection, don't they, Craig?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You really, really can go all out if you've got that full collection. So then what I'm just going to do just now, I'm just going to take some foam pads. So I'm just taking some large ones. You can keep this one flat, because what we're actually going to do just in a moment is we're actually going to raise it up even more using one of the other dies. But this is a good one just to add extra height. And sometimes you wonder, what kind of cards, what kind of projects can I get away with adding a lot of height and dimension to? The good thing with this one is because it's rose gold, because it's luxurious, you can get away with putting a lot of detail on if you want. Sometimes with some collections, you get a lot of accessories to go with it, but the more you put on, the more it just doesn't look right. Well, this kind of gives you the permission to actually put as much as you want. Such a classy look.
It is very, very elegant, isn't it? Have you got an element of the collection that's your favourite, Craig?
I'm close to actually saying this embossing folder.
Oh,
because
really?
I love that explosion look. If in the past, if you've got any of our foil press sentiments that have got the explosion effect as well,
Craig, do you know what?
That would work well as well.
What did we have on yesterday?
I read the foil press.
On a half. Oh no, though. Oh no, Craig, we can't talk about them. They were the Monday mega deal. They last 24 hours. They've gone. Shows you've got to get it whilst we've got it. I'm sorry, the pointing started. I don't know. I thought I was some sort of I thought I was in N-dubs or something then for a moment. I don't know what that was all about.
So what I'm just going to do now is I'm just taking some of the rose gold glitter card. Now I'm going to take a couple of these dies. So these ones are just like the cocktail glass. So you could use them as cocktails, champagne, you can use it for whatever way that you like. So what we've got is these actually make your shaker element. So I'm just going to tape this one down.
Shaker card.
I know,
Do you know it's Taylor Swift's favourite card, shaker card?
Is it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. In my head it is. I did go and see her live in concert once. I didn't get close enough though to ask her what her favourite card was, but it has to be a shaker card.
Trust me, I would have got close to her if it killed
Really?
me. Oh yeah.
She's a long way. She's got very big burly security guards as well.
Oh well. Yeah, I wondered what you were going to say as well.
Maybe what we could do is we could make her a load of shaker cards.
Could do.
And send them to her and see if she acknowledges them.
We could do our own Crafter's Companion, shaker card song, couldn't we? And send it to her.
And the card's gonna shake.
Yeah. So what we've just done here is we've just ran that through and we've just die cut. So that now gives us, I'm going to say cocktail glass for this one because that's what I think. So that gives you that one just there. Now what I have done is I have already just done one, and then what I've done is I've just put some of a red liner tape on the back. So what I'm just going to do now is if I just take my wee pokey tool, which I've got just to the side, so then all that we're just going to do is we're just going to peel all of that red liner tape off.
That foam, those foam, what are they called? Sheets. That's the one I'm looking for, Craig. They are in stock, and they are on. Now, Craig, are they on our, I think they're on our Craft House show on Friday. We've got those sheets available. So make sure you join myself and Craig for that. We've got a very special double-sided Craft House, haven't we, on Friday, Craig?
We do indeed. We really do. It's going to be fun. So what I've just done there is I've popped a wee bit of acetate onto the back. So I've actually just taken the same dies that I've just used a moment ago, but instead of using that middle one, all that I've just done is use this outside edge. So what that actually does is it actually gives us this shape, which I've also already done from the cardstock that also comes in from the big bundle. So that gives you that full background effect. And I also done exactly the same. I know you can't really see it, but within acetate. So I'd actually just stuck down a bit of acetate that matches. You could, if you wanted, just stuck that straight onto acetate and just trimmed all the way around if you feel comfortable doing, but you can, of course, just use our dies. So then what I'm going to do is then, I'm just going to bring in, you were just talking about the actual A4 foam sheets. So that's exactly what I've used just here. So what I've just done, like I'd done right at the start, I had just used these two ones just there, and then I've die cut that through into our A4 foam sheets, because don't forget you can die cut your foam sheets. So then what I'm just going to do is if I remove these bits out of the way, I am determined, Joe, to keep tidy throughout this next couple of hours. I think you've managed
it. Honestly,
you should have seen by the end of yesterday.
It's like Marie Kondo's been in looking at that, looking at that counter over there. Lots of people started to receive this, Craig, which is exciting. Stephen says he's arrived yesterday and he loves it, which is fantastic. I know Christine's got it. She loves it. She says good morning. Daniel's on YouTube. He got his yesterday as well. So loads of people receiving these. What I'd love, Craig, is for people to send us in some pictures of stuff that they've been making. You can do that by emailing us studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Send us your rose gold pictures.
We'd love to see them.
Subject line. This one's from Christine, which is fantastic. This is Christine, our Christine Mahoney. That is it's from another Christine. It says happy birthday card there. And lots of different elements been used there, Craig.
There is. So you've got one of the embossing folders on the background. Then what we've done is we've also used some of the actual cardstock that comes within the bundle. She's even used some of the dies that we're away to use just in a moment, which is actually the rose moderns on the bottom corner there, bottom right of me. And then we've just used that sentiment as well. And I think there's some of the actual rose gold glitter glue in the corners. If not, they're gems, but you could equally use the glitter glue as well.
She says that she just couldn't decide what bit to use. She used loads. I think you can layer it up though with this, can't you, without it looking too much. Let's say like some collections less is more. Like Crafty Fun, for instance, you wouldn't use all of it, lay it up over the top of it. It would just be too busy. But with this, I think you can get away with it, don't you?
That's it. And actually, Joe, that's a good example with something like the Crafty Fun. And you wouldn't necessarily use a lot of it, but like a rose gold, or maybe if you've got the vintage lace in the past, that collection is you can really go to town and use loads of it, and it's going to still look classy and elegant. Or you can equally just use maybe one or two. Could you imagine? Let's say, for instance, so I've done this one. I might make this into a shaker card. Now, yes, I've used it, and I've done a big 8x8, but just say that could just be your card blank just there, Joe. That's all that you need, card blank, wee sentiment, and that's it. So a nice small card. You could even go smaller if you wanted.
Could you make I think we came up with this the other day, the concept of a shaker tag. You can make a shaker tag.
You can make anything you like.
Sarah wasn't very excited by the idea of a shaker tag. You seem more excited by the idea of a shaker tag than Sarah did, Craig, which pleases me a lot.
Yeah? Oh, okay, I didn't realise I was being that excited about one, but yeah, you could do it, absolutely. So what I'm just
you're much
doing
more
now
excited than Sarah was.
is I've just peeling off the back of that foam, and then what I'm just going to do, so you can either pop some of this gorgeous rose gold sequins that we've got that also comes in the big bundle. So you can either pop it in there carefully, not to get any across onto the adhesive, or what I do like to do, let's bring some of that because I've just knocked that over. So let's just pop just a wee bit. Now you don't need much because it is a small shaker cocktail glass or champagne glass.
What would be in your shaker / champagne glass, Craig?
Well, definitely gin.
Right.
That would have had it, because actually you could cut that down, it could be a gin goblet. You could do that as well. I do like a purple rain.
What's a purple rain?
It's a purple alcoholic.
Right.
Or non-alcoholic, depending what you want.
It's a cocktail though?
Yeah. It's very fruity. And what
Our producer Laura would have a cheeky Vimto in hers. I mean, of all the things. She wouldn't. She'd have like a Negroni or an old fashioned in hers is what she'd have. It's a good guess, see? Sometimes I listen. Mine would probably have a mojito in this time of the year, Craig.
That would be quite
good.
Yeah.
Good solid summer cocktail, isn't it?
Yeah, that has tequila in it, doesn't it?
Sorry?
It has tequila in it, doesn't it?
It has rum in it.
Oh, is it rum?
Brown sugar, and lots of lime. And mint. Delicious.
So all that I just done there was I just popped obviously some of that sequence just onto the back, and then we've just sandwiched that in between, and that gives us a wee shaker element. Now obviously I've not put a lot in, however what you can do is you can put a lot more. It's entirely up to yourself. So what I'm then just going to do is
would you have an umbrella in your cocktail, or are you too cool for that sort of business, Craig?
Do you know what? I'm not fussed really, just how it comes, as long as...
What's the weirdest thing you've had in a cocktail? I once went to a very, very classy food establishment that had a Michelin star, and it was in Cambridge. It actually had 2 Michelin stars. I wasn't paying it. Someone's birthday is what I'd say, because it was very, very expensive. And it was a drink, of, Craig, whiskey, honey, an egg yolk and cream. Ooh. And it was in a little shot glass. And you drank it. No, it wasn't honey, it was maple syrup. And it was whiskey, egg yolk, maple syrup, and like lightly whipped cream, and lots of other flavours in there. Was in like a big shot glass, and it was interesting. It was a discovery, but it was that's probably the strangest one I've had.
But do you know something? I bet you actually it tasted quite nice. I think
it tasted.
I think that would taste quite nice.
Not the sort of thing you want to really make at home after a couple of bottles of wine, though. Not the sort of thing you'd fancy. Yeah. Wouldn't do well if they were like the shots that you organised for everyone at your party. Imagine those going around on a tray, getting a bit warm. Oh
yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. So what I've just done is I've taken one of the sentiment, which is Wish, and I don't know if you've noticed as well, they're actually all a rose gold sort of colour, all the dies. Usually they tend to be silver colour, but these ones here, we've got that rose gold. So what I'm just doing is I'm just popping it onto our gold mirror cardstock, which also comes in the big bundle. And then here are some of the flower dies that I was just on about a moment ago. So I'm just going to die cut that just into our glitter card. And same combination, so our plastic shim, magnetic shim, and then our top cut and plate. And then we're just going to run that one through. So that's going to go through, I'm just using the Gemini Junior. Actually, everything will go through at least your Gemini Junior, and then a lot of the smaller elements will go through your Mini as well.
Christine's saying, Joe, who ordered 5? With this kind of look on her face, I'm guessing. You know who ordered 5, Chris. Very pointy today, aren't I? Sorry about that. You know who I did 5. Robin says the rose gold is fabulous. Tammy saying, hi, Joe and Craig. Hi, Tammy. Liz saying, I bought the boxes last week. She bought the boxes last week and made her first picnic box yesterday and decorated with the unicorn stamps and dies. Well, do you know what you need to do, Liz, don't you? You need to send us a blooming picture, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. We'd love to see what you've been making. Stanley says the weather ball. What's the weather ball? That is code, Craig, for weather being miserable. Weather ball. It says the weather is miserable in Pontefract. I have to confess, Craig, I don't know where Pontefract is, do you?
I've heard of it, but I don't know where it is.
They make good cake, according to Laura.
Okay.
But where is it in the country?
Ooh.
Where is it? Near Leeds. Oh, I had no idea. Now, see, every day's a school day. Obscure English geography, we've got you back. Don't you worry about that.
Always learning, Joe.
Absolutely. Yes. Susan says, I have 5 more rose gold sequins coming. Shake a card, absolutely. Oh, loving the purple shirt, says Jan. That is your stamping platform shirt,
That's my
isn't
stamping
it,
platform. Right, where are we?
it looks great. What, you lost?
We'll just we'll just ignore. Yeah.
Where are you? I can't see him. Where is he? Oh, no.
Yeah, someone's christened that my stamping platform shirt. Right, so what I've just done is I've just die cut some of these flowers, and then what I'm going to do, now I don't actually have my dotty tape runner to hand, so I would suggest you use your dotty tape runner or even your sprays, or you could use your wet glue. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one, because I've got a couple of others
already done. What did we call the spray box yesterday, Craig? What did we nickname it?
Was it Barbara?
It wasn't, I don't think it was. Brenda. That's it. Oh.
So what I've just done is I've just stuck that Barbara? One on, and then just to show you, I don't know, it just came into my head just there. And then I'm just fussy cutting all the way round, and then what that's going to do is
I knew it wouldn't take you long to start fussy cutting. You've been back less than, just over 24 hours.
Yep.
I'm already out.
matting and layering. I'm already got my foam pads and already
You've foiled as well
cutting.
already.
I have actually, yeah.
You're peddling your own crafty agenda. That is what you're doing. You know that, don't you, Craig?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I had 12 weeks to think, right, how can I come back with a bang? What can I do? And I thought, well, I had to get these 4 main ones in, and that's what we've done. So that's what I've just done with that one just there. So you can see that gives it the background. Now you can, of course, leave them as they are, or I do have a couple of others that I've already pre-done, exactly the same. Some I've actually cut within the gold mirror and actually popped it onto the pearlescent card. So then also, I've just used some of the deeper shade that we can see just there. So that's one of the deeper pearl cards that you also get. And I've just stamped one of the, it could be half a lemon, half a lime, and then used the gold embossing powder, rose gold embossing powder just onto the top.
I guess, Craig, if you wanted to, could you do it the other way around with the flowers? Could you have the glitter in the back and then the plain cardstock at the front?
You can do, absolutely you can do. You can just have a wee play and see what one you like best, or what you can just do is have a mix and match, just like what I'm going to do just here. So what I'm just doing now is if I just pop some of our adhesive, our tape runner, just within the middle, and I'm just going to pop it just into that centre bit, just there. And then what I also done while we were across at you, Joe, is I did just tie an extra wee bit of a ribbon just to the bottom using the ribbon that comes within the collection. And then all that I'm just going to do is I'm going to take some of our foam pads and I'm just going to start to just arrange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this larger one first, and I'm just going to pop that on. Now you can still start to shape flowers with your foam pads on and just start to create
I had no
the
idea
sides.
you could do that.
You could do that, yep, absolutely.
I thought you had to use, I don't know why, in my head you had to use glue gel.
No,
Because a lot of people choose to stick these sort of things down with the gel, don't they?
That's it. With your glue gel, you'll get actual more of a shape to it. However, with your foam pads, you get a nice subtle flatness along the top, and then it just starts to curve all the way around. So it's a good way of doing it as well. So I'll just do a couple with foam pads, and I will do a couple with glue gel. So let's just pop that one on. So again, with that leaf, what I've done is I've just popped a wee bit of foam pad just within the middle, and then you can start to curve them up. And then all that I'm just doing is I'm just going to tuck them in. So all that I'm just doing is having a wee arrange about. So we're just going to tuck them in like so. So what I'm then going to do now, again, just pop in just a foam pad. So you can mix and match. So you can do foam pads, you can do some of your actual adhesive, your tape runner, and then that's just going to keep it just on one dimension.
Have you tried that dimensional glue gel yet, Craig? Have you been getting on that? Because to my knowledge, is it the first time we've done that dimensional glue gel in one of these signature collections?
Dimensional glue gel.
Don't
the glitter
tell.
glues.
Yeah, the glitter glue.
Glues, yeah.
Hang on, what is it called? It's called...
Glitter glue.
Dimensional glitter glue, yeah, sorry.
From my knowledge anyway, absolutely, it's the first time that we've done it. I've not
And is it the first time we've done embossing powders as well?
We have in previous collections done, I think one of our Enchanted Christmas collection, or one of our Enchanted collections, we did do embossing powders, but it's not something that we do quite a lot, so it's so good to actually have some of your actual powders.
You can only get those in the big bundle, Craig. Just to remind people, it is the ribbons, the card, the dimensional glue, the sequins, the embossing and glitter, the embossing powder and glitter together as well. All of those are only available in that big collection. I think that's why so many of you are going for it. It's getting busier and busier and busier now.
So I've just taken this wee sentiment, and then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to straighten it up. Now again, I would use either the dotty or your spray, and then, or likewise, what you could do is if you've got your A4 double-sided adhesive sheets, you could be using them as well. So I'm just going to press that into place. So I'm just going to hold that. I'm then just going to take our bit of, let's say, half ribbon, half lemon. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take just a wee bit. So again, I've just curved that, and I'm going to bring this one in. So what I'm doing is popping that on just like so. And then what I'm also going to do, let's just bring in some of that dimensional glue. So we've got that. So I wouldn't necessarily shake it. What I would just do is just kind of I don't know what that word is, flick it, move it so that you've got the glue down to the bottom. So that the best way is to do it on camera and show you. No, just give it a good flick down, and you can actually feel that glue come. You don't really want to shake it. You can do, but I just like to just do it like ketchup. That's it. You know, even when you're doing that with the ketchup bottle, and the lid opens and it just goes everywhere.
It's like some sort of aerobics workout in your house, just getting condiments on your food by the looks of it. So you need to move away from the glass. I find the glass bottles troublesome, Craig. Yeah. Because it won't come out, and then you hit it, and then you do it, and it all comes. It's a nightmare. Right. Do I know what is? Sorry, producer Laura. The 57 on the Heinz bottle. No, I don't know what it is. No. Oh. Right. On the. I can't think. You got to hit it on the 57. It's like a target apparently, or just get a squeezy one. Just get a squeezy one, much easier.
So, there you go. So, there's your Heinz tomato sauce, which is the best one. Ketchup, tomato sauce. So, what we've got here is I've just got this ready to go. I've just taken the top off, it just screws off. Now, what you can do is even just to have a wee practice. So, I'm just going to go just quite low. So, I'm just doing a couple on the glass mat first, just to show you. So, all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go get that first one done, and then I'm just going to I'm just pressing, and then I'm stopping and just pulling up. I don't know if I can quite. So
does it work like a pearl wand
and just lifting up? That's exactly what it's like as well. Yeah. So all that I'm just doing is I'm just pressing, and then when I've got the amount that I want, I'm just releasing my fingers and then just pulling up. And because it's dimensional, what I'll do, it'll dry like that.
So it won't like self-level like a wet glue would.
No, not at all. So I'm just going to do just a couple, just into the corners. Try and not actually push. So if I do it again just here, if you Do it like that and then push in. What you'll get is like a donut effect.
I love donuts, but not on cards.
It will spike just there and then it'll kind of sink in. So you just want to do 1, 2 or 3, as many as you want, just down the side, and then just quickly, any of your foam pad, the backing sheet, so this is one of the A4, or it could be your A4 adhesive sheets. This backing that you get on it, don't throw it, don't chuck it out, because this is a non-stick. It's like a grease proof. So what you can do, if you want, is, I'm not going to do it because I'll waste all this and I don't want to do that. But if you just do it onto the back of that release sheet, so do quite a few of them, make your own wee dots, let it dry, and then all that just does is just picks off. So you can be doing that. Same if you've got even just your small pads of foam, the wee square ones or that, you can still use them. And it's a good way to do it. So you can do a few, let it dry, and then you can pop them into a wee container or something.
You can only get it though in that big bundle, so you'll need to go for the big bundle if you want it. That looks beautiful, Craig.
So there we go. So we've used the selection from the 12 by 12 paper pad, we've used the cardstock, we've used the shaker, we've used some of the flowers, the sentiment, the ribbon, we've even used embossing powder, and the sentiment, I said sentiment, didn't I? So we've used a multitude of different elements from that full Sarah's Signature Rose Gold collection. So hopefully that will give you an idea of what you can be doing with one of your projects.
Absolutely, really, really beautiful. We're going to show you more on this. What I want to share with you, is it Trisha? Which Trisha is it? Do we know? Oh, it is Trisha Love. Trisha Love dropped me an email the other day. I'm going to email you back tomorrow, Trisha. And she's made a beautiful, this is for Joy, who is 18 tomorrow. Trisha's made this. Trisha, that looks absolutely blooming marvellous. I love it. And you've got those foiled, floral foil words in there as well. Really, really beautiful, that is. I need to come back. I can see Craig on the other side of the studio begging if we can do another demonstration with the rose gold. Yes, okay, Craig, we will do, don't worry, we'll do another. He loves it, he loves this collection, as do you, by the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down and go through everything that is included in here for you. So here it all is. Let me show you a couple of the highlights first. And remember, a lot of this is only available in the mega bundle itself. So what you've got is the 12 by 12 papers. They are available individually. Christine in upstate New York bought 5 of these on Friday. I think it was to go with the 3 that she already had. So definitely one to stroke and one to buy. I know a lot of you are going for the big collection, adding an extra one of these into your basket. That is a great way to go. Few things that you can only get in this collection. That luxury cardstock. Now the luxury, I'm knocking everything over today. I'm in one of those moods, people. The luxury cardstock, the only way to get it is in the main collection, not available to you individually, which is fantastic. Craig was talking a lot about those dimensional glues that were there. They're also only in the main collection, as are the sequins, the ribbons, the embossing powder and glitter is only available to you as well in that main collection. Some of the other highlights that are in here, the flower forming foam is absolutely gorgeous. You're going to love that. You've got beautiful stamps and dies in a shaker die. Shaker die, shaker die. You also got your foil stamp dies in here. You've got your 6x6 paper pad. Now 6x6 paper pad and the 12x12 paper pad are exactly the same, just in different sizes for you. You've got your flower forming foam in here, all of your embossing folders, all of your dies down here, your stamps, your quilling flower die is down there as well. There is more stuff than you can shake a rose gold pokey tool at in this collection. It is absolutely everything you see here. Loads of people have gone for it. Stephen over on Facebook is saying, just get it, get it, get it, get it. Go for the big collection. It is definitely worth it. Right, let's just take a moment to recap everything that is in this collection for you, because it is absolutely loads. I think sometimes, so you see it all written down, you just don't realise how much is in here. Your embossing folders there, as you can see, you've got metal dies, stamps and dies, acrylic stamps in there as well. There's a whole other page of stuff as well in here. So you've got then more dies, as you can see. You've got all of your embellishments in there, your embossing powders, you've got your paper pads. All of that should come to, if you bought it all individually, it would be £236.72. If you were in the US, it would be £304.68. Today, £170 or $205, you're saving over £65 and almost $100 when you get it in this configuration. Club Inspire members, you're going to save even more because you're going to get another £34 off of that in the UK. It'll take it down to £136. £136 to get all of that is unbelievable value for money. You would get as well another $41 off of that. So you'd be looking at $159 if you were in the US. It's unbelievable value. It totally sold out on Friday along with a load of other stuff. We've worked really hard to get a bit more stock. However, the stock we've managed to get, it isn't as big as the stock we originally got for you, and 20% already of that back in stock has gone. I don't know how long it's going to be until you'll see a collection of this size once this has sold out, this big collection, and I'm confident it will sell out over the next couple of days, such is the demand for it. Now is a great time to get your order in. If you want to order with us, pop yourself over to the website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Click shop now and everything's there for you. There is a slightly smaller bundle as well, which gets you all of this collection just here on the left-hand side. It's called the Essential Collection. If you want to look for that, go and pop across to the website. You'll see details. I'm hearing 91% of you are going for the big collection so far. That is where all the value is. Keep sending your pictures in to us as well. But Craig, I know you, trust you. Look, you leave him alone for 2 seconds and look what happens. He's got the foil press out. I know what this means then. The foil stamp die is what you're showing us next.
Absolutely.
Only available, it's in that big collection, that one as well. So it's not in the Essential Collection.
We're going to use the sparkle frame. So with this one, what you get is the outside stamp. You also get the sentiment in the middle, and then you even get a die with it as well if you want to cut it out. So you've got a multitude of different ones and things that you can use within this one there. So what I'm just going to do is, I've set it to 40 seconds because I'm going to do it onto acetate. So it's up to 40 seconds, it's still on red, just let me know that it's coming up to temperature. So while that just comes up, I'm also going to take some of our foil that also comes in does this come in the big bundle? It does indeed.
It is in the big bundle.
So this is our foil. So we've already got a rose gold foil within our foil press collection. So this one isn't a rose gold, but it's a very sparkly pink. You know, it's like a confetti burst within this one here. So what
Robin Miller's saying that she loves your watch, Craig. Robin Miller, I sent you a direct message today on Facebook and you haven't read it yet. She hasn't got back to me. I think it's that thing, you know when, well, do you know what? I've sent it from a personal page. So you know when someone that you don't know sends you a message and it goes into that, like, you need to go in that like secret inbox that it goes to. Robin, I've been stalking you today on Facebook. Can you please go and check your message requests on Facebook and get back to me? Something exciting may be coming up with Robin, so you let us know a little bit later. Sorry, I had to do that public service broadcast.
That's okay,
there,
no problem.
Where's the watch from?
Just a certain online
Amazon
auction site. No, actually, no.
Oh,
eBay. Yeah, I shop from eBay. You know, it wasn't very expensive.
I get my best clothes from Tesco, so no one's judging anyone here, Craig.
Oh, I never said it because I was embarrassed. So, you know, I just wasn't sure if I could say the name, so I've said it.
I think as long as you're not saying horrible things about brands, you can talk about anyone you like. If you say, you know, if you're saying you went to a concert and you didn't enjoy it, you're probably not allowed to talk about Beyonce like Leanne does, but she gets away with it because she's Leanne.
Yeah, that's very true. Leanne can get away with anything, and so she should. So what I've just done is I've just popped that onto our plate there. It was green to say it was ready to go. So it's acetate. So I've popped it right up to 40 seconds, and then because it's acetate, I do like to add just a bit of a shim. So I actually just add in 2 sheets of our white cardstock. Now the matrix doesn't say to do this, but this is where we say is have a wee play with your foil press and you'll get familiar with your times and temperatures. So this is just a way to beep just in a moment. So I've got everything ready. So as this comes down, we have got the foil ready to go, card ready to go, and that's it saying beep. So what I'm just going to do is bringing in the foil, and I'm just going to pop that straight over the top, and look at that, I've just cut that to size and no more. And then I'm just going to pop this just over the top like so. Then what I'm just doing is I'm just going to pop just my shims over the top, and then I'm just going to pop that over the top. So I'm just then going to slide that one out, and then we're just going to run this one through. So just like it would with the foil press and any cardstock or that, you've obviously got that heat coming through onto the acetate. You can use normal acetate. It will work with normal acetate. However, it will start to bend and buckle. But if you've got it taped down well, then you will be fine. Best way is always just the heat-proof acetate. So what I'm then just going to do is if I start to peel that off, now look at that. Look at that. So we can, if I bring in this one, Now look at that. So that's all that foil. So we've got that detail on the outside, and then we've got do more of what makes you sparkle. So that's that
what
foil
makes you sparkle,
press.
Craig?
What makes me sparkle? Just being able to come back to work.
Oh, that is such a
Seeing all you
corporate
guys.
response. I know what makes you sparkle. Jelly tots, Iron Brew, and WWE wrestling.
Yeah. one of which I've got at the side of me.
Iron Brew. A wrestler, you got a wrestler, and then tell you which one. They must be short.
No. Was it? It's not. What was the other one you said? It's not
Jelly
wrestling.
tots. You got jelly tots there?
Yeah.
Have you actually got jelly tots? Have you really? Oh my God, can I have one? Hang on, I'm coming over.
You want them?
I love them. Craig got me into them, now I'm addicted to it. That's great, thank you. Thank you very much, cheers. Sharing's caring, guys.
Laura?
I told you everyone's a feeder.
So, we've
Delicious.
done that now, we've done that onto our acetate. So what I'm just going to do is I've done one beforehand and I've just popped some red liner tape all the way around. Then what I'm just doing, I've pre-done this one. So I've just taken what would be the construction to make a box. So I've actually got the box base as well. However, I'm not going to assemble it. I'm just going to make the lid just so that you can see.
So hang on,
then,
I've got to let you know, Craig.
yeah.
You know, Sarah was a bit like not really that bothered about my shaker tag idea.
Uh-huh.
Have a guess who did a Facebook Live on Saturday on Facebook? Sarah. Have a guess what she made, Craig?
Never.
She made a shaker tag. Absolutely. Oh, the cheek of it.
Did she give you credit for it?
I don't know. So I'm going to have to go and watch it back now. Loads of people talking about their cocktails that they love. Long Island iced tea for Anne in Connecticut. That's always a good choice. Mai Tai for Carol. Good choice as well. Love mojitos is a good one as well. All we do is talk about food and booze on this channel, don't we? I mean, it really is all we do.
So what I've just done there...
eating with a mouthful of jelly tots.
I've just taken one of our pattern papers from the 12 by 12 and I've just used one of our nested dies and I've just cut an aperture within the middle and just inked slightly, and then what we've just done is to just place that acetate within the middle just there. So then what I'm just going to do is if I just bring in some adhesive, so again I would still just use my red liner tape, and I'm just going to pop all the way around. I've got a wee bit excess just sticking out the bottom. So we're just going to just cut that one off. You could use the guillotine if you so wish. So then what I'm just going to do is come along and we're just going to pop that over the top. So I've already cut an aperture again within the middle of the base. So if we press that into place, and then we can move that out the way. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of the strips, the gold mirror strips, or the gold mirror card that comes within the bundle, and I've just cut it to strips. And that is just matching the size of whichever box size that you make. So I've got a couple, so we'll run these ones through, and I'm just using the rolled, that was meant to be rose and gold into one.
Maybe we're making a new name for it, Craig, I say.
Rolled, could be.
Christine in upstate New York. We're going to call her Christine 8 Paper Pads. That's going to be her name now going forward. She says, Joe, I want to be on your list someday. You can be on this. You're on my sort of mental working list. Robin also says, Joe, are you going to post the guinea pig request for the craft house? I posted it yesterday on Facebook. It's there right now on my Facebook page. But Robin, I tried to message you on Facebook about it today, but you've not seen my message. You don't write, you don't call. I need you to go and find that message and message me back. Is what I need you to do. Oh, she's looking in the wrong place, she says. Maybe you are. Can you still get the paper pad singly asked Kerry? You can. It's also in that collection as well. He's eating jelly time. I really wish, Craig, you hadn't told me. Because I was doing Craig's shopping for a while at the start of lockdown, right? And one week I went and had one bag of jelly tots on it. Next week I went and had 2 bags of jelly tots on it. And I think we got up to like 3 or 4 bags of jelly tots at one point. I was thinking, well, I'm going to have to try them and give them a go. Now I can't stop eating them. So thanks for that, Craig.
We got up to 5 bags at one point, Joe. How many did you buy that week, though?
2 bags. I was Joey 2 bags of jelly tots most weeks now, I'm afraid.
So what I've just done is I've taken the gold strips and I've just taken, which is the Rose Blooms embossing folder. So again, it's just the base cut and plate and then our top cut and plate. And we're just going to run that one through. So that's then going to give that nice embossed detail within those strips. So I've got a couple more at the side that I've already done, but I just wanted to show you that one. and we're going to move them to the side just so that you can see, you get that detail. So don't think that you have to emboss full sheets. You can do strips if you so wish. So before we pop this one together, let's move that out the way. And then what we're just going to do is I've actually pre-stamped them, but I just wanted to show you the stamps. I've got one, no, it's this one. So what I'm going to do is if we'll open this one, I just want you to see what these stamps look like, because you get the stamps and you've also got the dies as well. So with this full selection, you've got the perfume bottles, you know, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, actually one of them can maybe be an aftershave bottle. You've got all these icons, you've got all these sentiments as well. And then the main, I really shouldn't have put that jelly tot in my mouth. You've also got the dies as well, so they match as well if they just pop over the top and they die cut out. So that's what I have done just here. Then I've just taken some of my tri-blend pens and I've just coloured them in. So you can colour them any way you want, match them towards the actual rose gold look, but you can do anything. So if we then bring these ones back in, then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to, as if I'm just creating the lid for this box, and then I'm just going to use my tape runner and we're just going to stick all of this together. So if we do that, and we can start to assemble.
Liz says, just saying, Joe, if I'd reply if you message me. Thanks for that. Carol says, I'd need to be on the list. Pop yourself over. There was a post yesterday on my Facebook page. I put it there, Joe Remblance, Crafter's Companion. Just pop a comment under if you'd love to come on our Craft House show, and I will get back to you all. Robin has found the message, people. I know you wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. So message me back. I'll get back to you after the show. Diane wants to know what a jelly tot is. Craig is the master of the jelly tot, so I'll let him tell you, Diane.
So jelly tot is just, it's like a wee jelly sweet, and it's just got a bit of crystallised sugar just over the top. So we've got, it's really, I'm saying it's really small. These are really big compared to what they used to be. They used to be about half the size. And it's just a wee,
everything's got bigger.
Just a wee bit of jelly. Just
like a jelly sweet.
You can see just there, it is jelly.
Sweet.
So there you go.
Some workplaces tell you off for eating in the studio. We actively encourage it. It's absolutely fine. Christine Coppenrath says, hi guys, talking about food, is all the chocolate gone? Christine, I'm taking the chocolate home tonight. I know I was meant to be dieting this week, but I'm starting a new diet tomorrow, so I'm just going to eat all the stuff today is what I'm thinking. I'm going to start an intermittent fasting thing that Holly in the office were telling me about, and Big Boss Laura were raving about it today. So one last treat. That's what I've been telling myself for like 33 years, but maybe it will be one last treat. Anne is saying, is your name not really Remblance? Oh. Do you know why I think it is? Because I asked Robin to message me on my other page, which is not the same name, and the other page just uses my middle name. So yes, my real name is Remblance. People think it's a made-up name, like it's a pretend name. Does it sound like a pretend name?
I don't know. I wouldn't. Maybe a Eurovision name.
So if the shoe fits, Craig.
Well, that's true. Very true. So what I'm just doing now is, within the collection as well, you have got the quilling flower. So you've got this one here. So this creates these really cute flowers. And we've even got some of the foam that comes in. It's a flower foam. So you can create your own flowers. However, what we've done is on this one, I have die cut using the die into the foam, but I've not shaped it with any heat. We've just rolled it up. So what I'm then just going to do is just starting to assemble it. So you can use your hot glue gun if you wish, but then I'm just adding some of our glue gel just onto the back, and I'm just going to position them just towards the bottom, and we're just going to have them just kind of peeking out, poking out just to the side. So we're just going to pop them in just like that. Take another
very classy, very opulent project, Craig. They are absolutely wonderful. It feels like everything that everyone makes with this just looks super classy, this collection.
It is. I think with obviously the colour, the textures throughout, the look of it, everything that you make, whether it's just a little card, whether it's a page, whether it's a project, whether it's a gift, home decor, everything is going to look really classy no matter what you make. So
Christine saying, gosh, Joe, I'm always on my diet tomorrow. You and me both, Christine. Jennifer says, Joe, that is my theory. Clean out all the junk food and then start the diet tomorrow. It's gonna go on for a while. That is beautiful. What would you be putting in that box if you were giving it to someone, Craig? Who would you be giving it to?
You could put a multitude of different things. You could be putting lots of jelly tots in there, you know, fill them all the way up. You can maybe, you know, change the size of the box. So that's the one that I've just done there, but there's the completed box with the lid and base. You can put so many different things in there. Maybe if you want to give, you know, your friend, your mum, your auntie, your gran, maybe a nice scarf, satin scarf or something, you can pop that in there, just maybe a bit of tissue paper. So many different things, maybe a nice bottle again, depending on the shape of the perfume bottle. But yeah, just see what you've got, see what gifts you can give, and just make the boxes around and just decorate it to suit.
Absolutely fantastic. Getting very, very busy. I can see a lot of you have got this in your basket and you're transfixed by Craig's demonstrations. So what I'm going to do is give you a chance to check your baskets out. You come back, I'll run you through again exactly what you're getting included. Here's all the details of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time, which is fantastic. You don't have to miss the deals and you don't have to miss the demonstrations. I need to come back and give you a reminder of the mega deal. Over a fifth now of the stock has sold out and gone. Remember, it's sold out on Friday, this mega deal. We got it back in again for you, but we don't have as many as we had originally. So I think it will definitely go over the course of this week. There are elements that are available in here that are not available in the main collection, that being the luxury cardstock, the sequins, the glue, the embossing powder and glitter, and the ribbon. You can only get them in here. And the mega deal, the mega bundle gets you everything. It's the one that's got the 12 by 12 paper pad in there. Yes, you'll get the 6 by 6 paper pad, of course, included in here too. So you've got all of that. You've got everything that you need for your flower forming. You've got your stamens in here. You've got your flower forming foam up there. You've got your stamps and dies, which includes your shaker card, which is brilliant. Those wonderful perfume bottles as well. You've then got too all of your embossing folders along the top here, all of your dies along the bottom. You've got stamps in here. You've even got quilling dies in there too. It is such a comprehensive bumper collection that you'll get included. Let me just break down everything that is included in here for you. So I want you to see what you're getting, because it's quite unbelievable. When you get this home, you start unboxing it, you're going to be blown away at how much is in here. That's what Stephen said in the comments. So here's everything that you've got. Absolutely all of this is coming your way. The stamps and dies, all the metal dies, the embossing folders. There's a whole other page of goodies as well on here. So you've got even more metal dies. You've got the glitter glues, the sequins, the A4 luxury cardstock, the embossing powders. It's all there. Usually it should be £236.72 or over $300. However, today, £170 if you're in the UK, $205 if you're in the US. You're saving close to £70 in the UK and almost $100 in the US. That is absolutely everyone. Remember, if you are a Club Inspire member, you'll take another £34 off of that in the UK. You'll be looking at getting another $41 off that in the US. Everyone as well will get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling. Over a fifth of it's gone. It's very, very busy as it was when we launched it on Friday. I want to whiz through some of the other stuff that's also on the show, because there's still loads more to come. Out of this world deal will be these beautiful metallic liquid inks for you. 20% of a big stock has gone just on that quick preview alone here. So you can see exactly what you're getting in there. You're getting the vintage metallics and the rich metallics in there. 6 pots, 8 pots even in these ones in total. $29.50 or $47, sorry, that's a 40% saving, which is great. Peekaboo is what we've got next. This is your Explorer Kit. And Explorer Kit is always about you exploring a new kind of craft, a new type of crafting, and that's what we've got here. If you maybe haven't tried edgeables, then these are going to be great for you. It's our Peekaboo. So you get the windows as well. You can do all your edgeable techniques with these. Also, you get the card you need and you get the ink pad. So it's like a project ready to go, really. £25 or $35 if you want to get that. There are also some additions that would work brilliantly in the Peekaboo range. You've got the elephant, which I believe is the most popular individually. You also got the giraffe in there. You can see as well loads of other fun ones. $6.99 or $9.95 if you want to get those. The window arches on their own, if you just need the window arches, maybe you've got some of the Peekaboos, then we've got those for you as well. You've got the squarer one and you've got the more rounded one. $9.99 or $12.95 is your price. You've got the, coming up next, don't forget as well, towards the end of the show, in sort of 45 minutes time or so, we'll have a couple of previews for you. I'll save those to the end of the show, I think. You've also got the dimensional decorative boxes, £80 to get you these, or $96. And you've got absolutely everything that you need in here. You've got 3 box die sets and 4 stamp and die sets within that collection. Now, Craig is super excited to get his hands on these. Let me see what you guys are up to in the comments. The boxes are stunning. Jelly Tots are gumdrops, apparently, in the US. Jean says she's on a seafood diet. She sees food and she eats it. You and me both. The box is a stunning, gorgeous box lid. You can send that box with the Jelly Tots to me, please, Craig says. Lynn. I'm sure that can be arranged. Janet says, Joe, it is a mega bundle indeed. Just got notified that my package weighs a whopping 6 kilo. Now, that is a whole lot of crafting goodies. The milk box is the most popular out of all of your boxes if you're going for them individually. Do you fancy showing us that milk box, Craig?
Of course I can. Let's do it. Let's show you how you can make this milk carton box. So within this one here, you get the main die, and then you've actually got the die that you'll die cut it twice. You've got all these additional components as well. So what we're going to do is, I've already done one, and I'm going to die cut the other one. We'll show you just the score lines. So what I'm just going to do is taking my Gemini plate. So I've got my large Gemini now, the Daddy Gemini, because it's a larger die, so you will need that larger platform. So if we take that one off, and I've just taken some of my pattern cardstock that we've got just here. So you can, of course, use some of your plain white cardstock, and then what you can do is you can stamp onto it and create your own design. You could do your ink techniques as well. You can have fun, but the good thing about that is you've got that versatility of doing colour cardstock or just your white cardstock and decorate it yourself. So that's going to go through, and what it's going to do is it's going to die cut the outer area of the die of the milk carton box, but it's also going to give you the score lines too, so that you don't need to do any scoring. So as that comes out, it's a relatively new plate, so if you hear that cracking, it is normal, don't worry about it. You'll always find with the Gemini, if it doesn't like something, if something's too thick, it'll just not go through, so don't worry about the cracking. So if we take that away, so you can see that all comes away, and now we're just left with the actual one side of the box. So I'm not sure if you can quite see just in there, we've got some actual score lines. So I'm just going to fold along all these score lines, and I'm just going to burnish them just with my tool. So if you've got any of our scoreboards, Ultimate Pro, or you might have bought some of these individually when they've been available in the past, I'm just going to score them and burnish them. And then all of these lines, what will happen is if we bring this next one in a moment, it's all going to join together. So if we fold these ones in, and then when it comes towards the top, they've got maybe a wee bit of a triangle, maybe a V, depending which way you're looking at it, and that's got score lines as well. And that's what enables it to look like the milk carton. So if I just lightly fold them in, so these ones are folding back on themselves, and then as it starts to come together, it will start to assemble the milk carton using the other one. So now we've kind of got it to that stage, what we can just do is just bring in the next one. So I'm just going to bring in my tape runner for this one. So when it comes to any kind of construction, I always suggest to use a wet glue. Use our tacky glue, because then that dries into the actual fibres of the card, and then what will happen is that will dry and it'll be sturdy. So I'm just matching them up just there. So I'm just matching it right up to the edge, and I'm just going to press. And then
difficulty, Craig. How hard would you say these are to make these boxes?
These are so easy. If you were to make them as they are within this actual set just here, you get a few additional parts as well. So you could add a wee bit of roofing, maybe some doors. But if you were to just make them as it is, and that's exactly what I'm doing, they are so easy. It's just die cutting, a bit of folding, and that's all that it is. So I've just folded that over, and now that then it starts to create, so obviously just a wee bit of like of a tunnel box. And then just on the bottom just here, what I'm going to do is on these wee tabs just here, I'm just going to add some of my adhesive. I'm going to use my tape runner, so if I go on that side, I won't press the adhesive on the other bit. So if I then just start to open up, so if I just fold these two in, so fold that one in and that one in, and then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to press just like so. And then what I'm then going to do, just on this one just here, on this flap here, what I'm going to do is just use the actual tape runner as well, and then that's going to add an extra bit of weight to the bottom. And then I'm just going to press that in. So then that's going to give you the actual base. And then what you can do is just take something smaller that and just press that in. That's what I tend to do if you've got a glue bottle or something, and that just presses it all together. And then what I'm just going to do is if I just start to fold these in, so because I've already folded and burnished these wee parts just here, what's going to happen is if we go in that way, now I think I folded one end and not the other, so we will just manipulate that in, that we can see just there, and then what happens is that comes together, so that closes, so we can see it takes that milk bottle concept, but we've also got these score ones here, so if you really do press these ones in, so really just, I'm turning it that way just so that you can kind of see, so what that's just really doing is that's just pressing it all into place, same with this side just here, really pressing that one in, and then what that'll happen is that just enables you then to actually form them together and press in. What you can also do, there's two ways, so see that top where you've got this wee hook there just at the top there, but you can even tuck them in. So tuck them in, and then that will give you a sturdier top and a different way of opening. So that gives you a nice, if you've maybe got a wee peg or something, I'm sure I did see here, so a wee clip or something, so you could use that. If you've maybe got a nice wee wooden one, anything like that, then that's just going to hold it into place. But then what you can then just do is if we then take the actual, one of the wee frames that we can see just there, that comes with an actual set. And I'm also going to take the die cut sentiment. So this one says love, and I've just taken some of our Centura Pearl, and let's take a bit of our low tack tape, and let's just tape that one into place, bring in our plates. Now these sorts of ones, of course, will go through your Gemini Go or your Gemini Mini. So all that I'm just going to do, the joys with having the Gemini, is once I know that's gone over, I'm just pressing pause and I'm just reversing it. So although that's a really small die and that's an A4 play, pausing it and reversing it means I don't have to wait for it all going to the other end. So if I then take this one out, and then we see we've actually got the sentiment just die cut out, so we can see that just onto there. We've got that sentiment, how it's just nicely die cut out. You could use that on its own if you so wish. It's entirely up to yourself. But then what I'm just going to do is if I just bring this back in, but I'm going to just open the top, because what I actually want is I actually want that top one there so you can actually feed some ribbon. And I've got one already done, and I'm doing it this way because I want to show you two ways that you can do it. So if I just then start to fold in, so I've got some just pink satin ribbon. So all that I'm just going to do for this one, I'm just going to tie this into the end just here, and we're just going to create just a bit of a knot, and then this is going to actually hold the tag into place. So let's just run that one through, we'll get that one through, and then within the tag you also get the wee holes that die cut as well. So taking my wee pokey tool, and then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to feed that one through, and then that is then going to enable us to pop it through the wee holes. So we've got that one like so, and then I'm just going to feed this one through, like that. And then just to close it, all that I'm just going to do, again, you could use a tag. If you've got a Velcro strip, a glue dot, you could be using something like that if you want. However, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to use it like that one just there. I'm just going to press on that. Then also I've just taken, now this is, and now I know, forgive me Laura, I know we don't have ribbon in this one, but I get asked this all the time. So while I've got the ribbon, let's just do it. So everyone asks me, you know, how do you tie your bows? Because no one actually believes that I tie my own bows. So if you've got the ribbon within the rose gold.
Your own shoelaces.
You like to hear what you hear, don't you? Yes. Actually, I've been told I actually tie my shoelaces in a completely different way to anyone else. So
like you're tying ribbon?
Random. So when I do my, I know Joe's away to laugh when I say what I'm away to say. So I've got my ribbon and I just like to hold it just within my fingers, just to the side. And I just, it's what we call create bunny ears. So I've just looped them round, and then all that I'm just doing is I'm just crossing them over, and then this one just here, I'm just going to pull that under, and then I can see that coming through. So I'm just going to pull it, and then I'm just going to pop my thumbs in there and in there, and then all that I'm just doing is I'm just tightening it, and I'm just pulling it together just to create the bow that I want, and then there we go. That gives us, so then we could have those ends bigger if we wanted or smaller. It's entirely up to yourself, but then that is how that you can create the ribbon. I cannot tell you how many times I've done that on my Facebook Live from home over the last 12 weeks. And so there you go. If you want to know how I do my bows, that's how we do them. And you can see proof now that I actually do them myself.
What would you put in this box, Craig?
Now you could be, if you make some toffee or tablet or anything like that, you could be using fudge. If you like to make your own jams, you have your own wee jars of that, you can do that. What about bath bombs?
You would get a jar in there,
Candle
wouldn't you get a good sized jar in there, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely you could. So we've got that one there. And then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to pop just that wee die cut sentiment just towards the bottom. Now, if you're an experienced crafter, you could start to die cut some apertures within the middle, bit of acetate and, you know, an LED battery operated candle or something flicking away. But then we've got that one just there. Now, if you can see at that side there, we've got, it's more obviously straight at each end. If I bring this one, which gives you more of that milk carton look. So all that is just folding that in, because you've got the score lines at the base each side, it's just scoring them and folding them in just a wee bit more, but it gives you two different looks from the one die. So you've got this one that I've just done, it's more, maybe a bit more like of a bag, and then you've actually got your milk bottle within, milk carton within this one just there. So two different looks.
You've got loads of different ways of getting hold of these as well, which is brilliant. So there's lots of different ways you can get your hands on them. Now, you will have seen some of these before. There are a few elements in this collection, though, that you won't have seen. So if you went for these on HSN, there's bits that you won't have seen. Now, it is all available individually over on the website for you. But the bits you definitely won't have seen are the unicorn, as you can see here. You won't have seen that. It didn't launch on HSN. It comes, of course, included in the big bundle and in with the milk carton. You also won't have seen the infinity box because that wasn't available when these were launched on HSN. You won't have seen the special day. Now, if it's just those two that you're after, you can get those on a smaller bundle on their own if you want to. That is your infinity box bundle. Just details are there on the screen. Now, the great thing is about getting them is configuration is what you're doing is you're paying for the infinity box and we're giving you the on your special day free of charge. There's another one as well, which isn't in either of the bundles, but you might want to go for that you also won't have seen on HSN, which also complements the infinity box beautifully. And it is your sweet cupcake. So you can go for those two together. You go just for them on their own individually. It's completely up to you. But why would you? Because you buy that one, you get that one free of charge, which makes total sense. They are both in the larger collection as well. Now, if you want to go for the picnic box collection, you can go for those two as a smaller collection on their own. Again, what you're doing is you're just paying for this one just here, which is your actual box, your worker die, if you want, and you're going to get Sweet Home included in there as well. It's going to enable you to make boxes just like these two right here. The picnic box is wonderful. I even think you could get a sandwich in the picnic box one, you know. I think you could. If you cut it, if it was a square sandwich, you cut it in half, made two rectangles, I think you could slot it in there. No problem whatsoever. So you're going to get that one. So you can get those two individually if you'd like to buy those like that. The other one that you can get and I'm going to say it, we're not meant to have favourites, but just check this out. I mean, look at what you can make with the milk carton and the unicorn. It is shut the front door amazing. It is just beautiful. So if you want to get that one, it's the milk carton that you would need, and it's this die just here. Here is your worker die, if you will. This is the one that's going to do all the work. And let's face it, look, some of you out there might be a very small percentage of crafters out there that could do this with a scoreboard and a pokey tool, but how long is it going to take you? How long is it going to take you to work out all those measurements? Is it going to be fun? I don't think so. For $24.99, you can buy this die set that does it all for you, even puts your score lines in as well, and we'll send you the unicorn free of charge too, which is amazing. Now, if you're looking at this and thinking, how on earth have I not seen these before? Where have these been all of my life? I need to get absolutely all of them, then you can. So you will get the picnic box, you'll also get the milk box, and you'll get the infinity box, and that will come along with the Home Sweet Home. You'll get the magical unicorns, and you'll get your special day. All of that, £80 or $96. It is the best value when it comes to getting them all. There are some individual ones available though for you, which I will go through just now with you. Now, one of them's available to everyone. It's this one just here, and it is Sweet Cupcake. That will work with all of your boxes. It was actually designed or devised to work with the Infinity box, but it works with absolutely all of them. Details are on your screen right there, as you can see. So there's that one. Then what else you've got is you've got others in here. So there are some other ones that you can go for as well. Now these ones are UK only at the moment. If you're on the auto ship program in the US, they will be coming to you in your auto ship program. We can't bring them to you yet individually here at Crafters TV because they haven't been shipped as part of that auto ship program. Once they have been shipped as part of the auto ships, we'll then bring them back to you individually. So it's only in the UK, but these four you can get. In the UK, you can go for Garden Shed, Candy Store, Life's the Beach, and Birthday Parade as well. So there's lots of different ways that you can go for these. You can pick and choose, whether that is going for the box itself with one of the sets. You can go individually for it all. You can go for the extra ones, or you can say, do you know what, I'm just going to go for it all. And it is actually the main collection that is the busiest out of these, because in that main collection, you're getting the picnic box, the milk carton, and the infinity box. You're also going to get the Home Sweet Home, the magical unicorns. Oh, shut the front door. Shut the front door. You get, not only do you get, I don't know, how did I miss this? Now, you do also, what have I done with it? What am I like? You're going to get, the Sweet Cupcake is coming included with the main collection. I know, so you're going to get all of those in there. When you buy all three sets together, you're going to get that extra die included as well, which is brilliant. And sometimes, you know, it's just lovely to say, do you know what, I'll take the lot. Box it up. I'm going to take it home with me right now. Loads of you saying, Robin saying, I have this paper. I love Craig's accent, says M. M is in Australia. She says, "We tabs." So cute. She also, loads of you saying, Sam McDonald said, just waiting for my rose gold collection. Peggy saying she has that die. Love the watch and the shirt. I want them. Can I have them, says Eleanor. Can she have your shirt and your watch? Honestly, people today want the shirt off your back, don't they?
They do.
Lynn says, oh dear, the battery needs changing. Thank you for that, Lynn. We have changed the battery. Don't you worry about that. You can put a small Yankee jar in there, Craig.
Funny saying Yankee Candle jar, eh? I know, I wonder why they're saying that.
I wonder why. Maybe a few of those chocolate bars from the gallery could go in there. Not my Milka chocolate that Christina's bought me. I will point out that will be coming home with me tonight. Right, I'm going to hand it back over to Craig. Craig, do you fancy showing us another one of these boxes?
Of course, let's do it. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you that picnic box. So just quickly, you've seen the milk carton box. There's something, if you want to use all those extra components that come within them, now look at that. You can really go to town, really decorate it to, you know, it could be obviously for your dad, your granddad, you know, but then what mums and aunties and grands don't like garden as well. So many. But then what we're going to do is we're going to, I thought this was really quite fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this and make this picnic box. Now with this background, all that I've done beforehand is I've just taken some of my sparkle pens and I've just created my own background that we can see just there. A bit of an ombre with the three colours. So we can then take the picnic box die. So if we take this one out, so just like before, you're going to need to do this twice. So if I die cut it once to show you, and we'll do it again. And then all that I'm just doing is just making sure that I've got this to size. So the reason that I've done it just like this is then we can have the base just so that it is actually white, because you're not actually going to see the base, although you can colour it if you so wish. And then what I'm just going to do is tape that down. So I'm just going to tape it down into place, and we're going to run it through. So with this one, the main die, this is going to have to go through onto your Daddy Gemini and the plates. However, some of the smaller components and that will also go through, not only the Junior, but the Mini or the Go. So that's going to go all the way through. That's going to die cut. The glue's going to the back somewhere. We'll find that in a minute. So that, again, as I say, that's just going to then die cut at least one of the sides. And then what we'll just do is we'll just do exactly the same and die cut another one. That'll give us the two of them.
Carol says she absolutely loves the unicorns, Craig. Her stepson has a 3-year-old little girl who loves unicorns. Bought her a unicorn dressing gown for Christmas and she loved it. I can't wait to make her a unicorn little box, which is just gorgeous. Still very busy, I'm hearing, Craig, on that rose gold collection. It just gets busier and busier and busier. Where's that paper from? Sorry, did you say? I might have missed what you said there with the paper, Craig.
Yeah, you did miss what I said just there. I'm not surprised there.
I was just having a cup of tea over here. I wasn't doing much.
Well, you were just eating some chocolate.
Yeah.
What I've just done is I've just created my own background with some of the sparkle pens. You could use your sparkle pots, you can use your Harmony ink pads if you so wish. You could be using them. However, you were just on about the rose gold. Why not create a picnic box using your rose gold? Die cut into the 12 by 12 papers or the cardstock. Use your glitter, use all the die cut words, the stamps, really go to town. Do some heat embossing with it. Imagine some of the boxes, the luxurious picnic box. Can you imagine going on a picnic? Maybe you've got a date. Maybe you're going out on a date. This is, you know, I know there's not a lot of guide crafters, but we're getting more.
Some people have expanded their bubble over lockdown, you know, found themselves a bubble buddy.
Maybe find yourself a bubble buddy. So what you can do, you know, this could work for the girls, for the guys, but let's just talk about, you know, the guys. If you're a crafter, can you imagine making a nice wee box, getting that full rose gold collection, making a nice box with all that, you know, that luxuriousness, and you can pack it inside, you know, making your own sandwich, or strawberries covered with chocolate, or chocolate covered with strawberries, strawberries covered with chocolate, and then you would definitely be going up the aisle with her, that's for sure, when weddings are allowed. So what I'm then just going to do just there,
Guffaw.
what I'm just going to do there is I'm just going to take that out, take that out. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to fold and burnish them. Just
or
like
maybe
that.
you could just put some jelly tots in it, says Lynn. Maybe jelly tots would work.
Yeah?
Oh, dear.
I'm just burnishing them like so. So just like we've done before. And then scored, because the score lines are already done for you. There we go. And then what I'm just going to do...
What would be your ideal date, Craig, if you're going to go on a date with someone? Other than taking them up the aisle.
Sorry. I don't just, you know, a nice walk, go for a drink afterwards. Not something like the cinema, because then you can't speak. You can't get to know them when you've got this, you know, take them to the cinema.
Sometimes a blessing, though. Sometimes a blessing.
Well, you never know.
I'm with you on this. I think just going for a walk and maybe going for a coffee is a lovely first date.
I think it's really
I'm
nice.
not one for the big sort of grand, grand gestures and stuff.
No.
And also, don't make it too long because you might get there and they might be really annoying. If it's just a coffee, you can just leave.
They could very well be.
What I would always say is, well, have a date early. Not that I've been single for about 8 years, I'd point out, so I'm definitely not the oracle when it comes to dating, Craig. But always have a date earlier rather than later, because if it's going well, you can make it go. You can extend it a little bit later. Then
I'm listening to these tips. I've not been single for as long as that, but
thanks for your support, Craig.
Been a wee while since I've had a date, so I'll take all these tips.
Yeah.
So there we go. So all that I've just done is just on these wee tabs, I'm just folding them in. So again, what I would just do is I'm just going to fold these in. So you can see I've not quite gone to the end. I would usually just colour right to the end, so then you can just lift it up. you know it's going to look good.
Craig's going a little bit red. Shadiah is saying, Joe, you're making Craig go red. Behave yourself. Could Craig get any redder, says Ray. Craig is so romantic. Any lady would be blessed to have him. Craig ever the professional. Joe is the bad boy. I'm a good boy. I'll have you know. I really, really am.
That's questionable.
I think it is. You guys are funny, says Aaron. Heather says this is good tip. Heather says, Joe, if you go on a date, do not wear those gold pants. Is what she said. I think that is a good tip. I need to build up to the gold leggings. I think you're right there. Rachel Rogers says, a walk and a date would be a perfect first date. It was, wouldn't it?
I think
it's
so.
a great one.
I think that would be good.
What's producer Laura? What's your ideal first date, producer Laura? Wow, she went on a first date to an escape room. That's a strong first date. Like that one.
That's a good one. That is a good one, because then if they get scared, then they can just huddle into your arms. You can put your arm round, do that old cliche, arm round.
Or on the contrary, if they're a bit odd and you're not enjoying it, you're stuck in a room with them until you can escape.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you're stuck. So what I've just done with that one there, I've just assembled it. So all I've done is just scored them and burnished them, and then just using some of the adhesive, I've just started to create that. So it is a really easy way just to create a nice wee picnic board. You can even just leave it like that. But then what I'm going to do is I'm also going to bring in the stamp and die set that you get with it too. So let's do a bit of stamping and die cutting. So what I'm going to do is take some of our green texture cards. So this is from our 8x8. So check all of these out on the website. Now what I like to do is I do like to die cut first, and I've just die cut that first. Then all that I'm just going to do is stamp afterwards, because I find that easier. But what we can do is let's do a few of them to start with. So you can see just there. So I've got that one on just like that, and then I'm just going to bring a few others in. Will it, or will we just leave it at that one? Let's leave it at that one just now, because I've got a few other ones already done. So I'm just going to layer these ones up. So plastic, shim, magnetic, and then our top cutting plate. So again, I've still got the Daddy Gemini lined up, so I can just wait, and then as soon as I know that that's gone over, I'm just pausing it and then reversing it. So what I'm then doing is if I take here we go, I'm just going to take my stamping platform, and then I'm also just going to take, for this instance, all that I'm just going to take is my Finesse, the alcohol proof for this one.
Some people are struggling to find the big bundle, Craig, for the decorative boxes on the website. Log out, log back in is what I can say. We can see it here in the studio, we can see it on the website, so I'm not sure why you'd be having a problem. Log out, log in, refresh the page is what I'd say, and you should be able to see it there. Yeah. Also, if you're on the Shop the Show, maybe come out of there and click offers at the top of the website on the homepage and go into launch party that way. See if you can see it that way. Sometimes going at it from a different angle is a better way of doing it. Sarah says, Joe, if you wore the gold hot pants, Kylie Minogue will love it, I'm sure. Am I dating Kylie Minogue now on my first date? Is that what's happening?
Who?
I mean, I'm.
Kylie who?
I would lovely. Minogue. Don't you know who she is?
Kylie Minogue?
Yeah,
you didn't
Kylie.
say Minogue.
What did I say?
Something that wasn't Minogue. You didn't say Minogue.
What did I say? I'll have to talk to you about later. Sam McDonald says, yeah, Joe, if you're a good boy, then I am the Virgin Mary. I think she might be challenging my good boy abilities there by the looks of it.
Oh, I'm well and truly back into the fold at Crafter's Companion.
You really are. Oh, Craig has got the moves, says Heather.
The moves?
The moves, yeah, with the whole arm round, the old school moves. Got the moves.
Sitting on the couch, and you just... So, on that note, what I've just done is I've just die cut that. Now, you maybe heard the Gemini go through it again, because what I've done is when I paused that and reversed it, it hadn't actually gone right to the end to die cut. So all that I've just done is just pop that through again. So now I'm just going to take the coordinated stamp set. So this one here, it's also got the palm. So all that I'm just doing is I'm just going to place this on like that, and then I'm just doing this again. It's just the Noir Black, it's just the Finesse, but you could be using some of our quick dries. You might want to use our water reactive, and then you can start to just do a bit of colouring and distressing. So then what I'm doing, if I bring in my stamping mat, and I'm just going to go over the top, and I'm just going to line it up. Now I find it easier to die cut first and then stamp, so I can see from where I am, we're lined up perfectly. And then I'm just going to press, and I think I'm just a wee bit out, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to press that in, and then there we go. So we've now got your, it's not a palm. What am I thinking of? Is it a palm tree? It is a palm tree, isn't it? I think so. No one's listening to me. So, speaking to myself. So what I'm just doing now is we've got that one ready to go. Now, I'm not going to die cut all of these ones out, but I've already pre-done some of them. So we can see we've got the stalks, we've got even some of the sand. So you can start to build your scenes if you want to do sand castles. These all come in here. So what I'm then going to do is just going to pop all these on. So if I remove that to the side, then all that I'm just going to do for this one, let's just add some of our tacky glue. So I'm just keeping this all on one level because I don't want it to be too high because it is a box. So then I'm just going to just pop that one just in. And all that I'm simply doing is just sticking it all together.
Christine saying her son graduated college yesterday and her 2 daughters will be graduating college this year as well. Liz says she's waiting on the garden shed and the beach stamp. She can't wait for them. She can't wait for them to arrive. The beach is coming, of course, in that auto shipment, which is fantastic. A lot of people just having a good old laugh at me and Craig, I think, is what is happening here. Oh, yes, just like angels on your shoulders, good and bad boys. So you're a good boy, apparently, and I'm a bad boy, Craig. That's the way it's going to go. Rachel says, a walk and a coffee sounds great. You can take the dog with you. If I had a dog, I would take a dog with me. That would be quite a good idea, wouldn't it, to borrow a dog for a first date? Because dogs definitely, I think if you've got a dog, you're definitely more likely to get a date, I reckon.
I'd agree. Certainly if it's a lab or a
Or like a French bulldog or something like that,
No, you want something really cute like a Labrador or a golden retriever.
Are you saying French bulldogs are not cute, Craig?
I love all dogs, but I prefer Labs or Retrievers, if you're not told that. Oh. So there we go. So you've just seen me just swap them over a minute ago because I was just starting to create exactly the same. So I thought what we can do is show you that finished result. So all that I've just done there is just using the stamping dies and decorated it. Now remember, of course, they work perfectly together. However, what you can do is you can use the dies on their own, you can use the stamps on their own, you can do so much with that full collection.
You really, really can. Lots of you going for the big bundle, lots of you going for the individuals as well. I'm going to go through this 3 slightly smaller bundles for you first. First one, you've got this one here, which is going to allow you to make that milk carton, which is just amazing. The great thing is about it that you're buying the die that's going to create the box for you. So for this case, it's this one just here, which is brilliant. What we do is then we throw in a decorating die and stamp set for you as well. And this one here, the unicorn, magical unicorns, this was not available. There are no plans at the moment for this to be available on HSN. So you want to get it, you can get it individually. But if you go for it with that, I think it's, I think I'm right in saying it would be $14.99 or $17.99 on its own. You're getting that included free when you go for the actual die itself. You've then got the picnic boxes, which are going to make you this kind of thing just here, which is beautiful, as you can see. And the picnic boxes, it comes in with the die to decorate it, die and stamps, which are this one just here. 26 dies and stamps in there. Home sweet home. You've got the fence in there. You've got bunting, little picket fence. You've got the apple tree, the apples. You can really think about fussy cutting, decoupaging, even on something like the boxes. Now, the one that wasn't released on HSN, the ones that a lot of you guys won't have seen before, is the infinity box, which is this one just here. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, with the infinity box, if you're going for the infinity box on its own, you've got to get this one, which is special day. You'll get that included in there for you as well. However, if you choose to buy them all together, all 3 sets, you'll get an extra bundle. Just as a little bit of an extra thank you for our super fans. We're going to pop that one in there as well, which is the sweet cupcakes. £80 or $96 gets you absolutely all of them. Think about the amount of different styles that you're going to be able to create. Because remember, what you can do is you can mix and match all of the decorating stamps and dies together, which is brilliant. So you can create new styles. Think about rediscovering parts of your stash that you'd forgotten about. Dies, stamps and dies, ribbons, embellishments, glitters, even things like pom-pom trims. You're going to have so much fun putting these together. Whatever you're buying from us here at Crafters TV, no matter what it is, no matter how amazing the discount is already, everyone can use that Club Inspire discount on top as well. If you're new to us and you're not overly familiar with Club Inspire, here's Sarah to take you through all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of Club Inspire, which is fantastic. And every single week here on the launch party, we always bring you an Explorers kit. And this week's Explorers kit is from our Peekaboo stamps and dies, which is fantastic. And in here, what you're going to get is you're going to get a white stamping card. We're also going to give you the frames that you need. Craig will take you through the frames and how you use them. And also one of our cutesy Peekaboo characters. You're also going to get one of our ink pads included that you need to colour over these as well. And this is what they give you. This is the concept that you've got just here. So you can see you've got the bear peeking forward over the front there, and then also when you open it up, you're going to be able to stamp this front and back, which is great. You've got a die in here that allows you to cut this out. It's an edgeable technique, and that means that you can do all of your other edgeable techniques that you might want to do with these as well. There are 6 hours of masterclasses on edgeable techniques over on our website, so loads for you to go at. And then all the stamps, not just the stamp for the actual concept element, you've then got all of these bits as well, so you're going to be able to customise that sentiment that goes in there. That's what you're getting in your Explorers kit. £25 or $35, you're saving a fifth on that. It's a great way to get into the Peekaboos. What else though we've got for you is if you want to go for some more of these, we've got other options. Very busy on the individuals here. So you've got the bunny rabbit, which is this one just here. Look at that big fluffy tail there, as you can see. Now, again, these are done in the middle of the frame. You can have these over the edge. You can cut them out as well if you want to. We've also got the pussycat here as well for you, which is that one just there. Love that. Also very easy to colour because you've got a lot of texture lines added into these already. This one here is the little doggy, which is always very, very popular when we bring it to you. Is it the elephant that's in the lead? The elephant is in the lead. My favourite animal, an elephant. Oh, I absolutely adore them. You've got that there. The other thing to notice as well, so see where it says baby on that one, and then friend on that one. If you went for both of them, you could interchange the sentiments with the animals, which is also something that's good to know. And then you've got the giraffe here. Love giraffes, so cute. On their own individually, $6.99 or $9.95 if you want to go for those. Loads of you still chatting away over in the comments today. Lots of you talking about those boxes and how great they are. As well. Right, I'm going to hand back over to. Lynn says, Craig, you're not speaking to yourself. We're all listening. I love that she's putting that out there. But yes, these are fantastic, aren't they, Craig? And make great cards. A very easy, straightforward concept, this.
They really are. They really are really easy to make really quick, simple cards. But again, you can go beyond that, and then you can go all fancy. If you like to bring and incorporate your dies, if you want to do your own backgrounds, if you want to create, obviously, your own actual edgeable shaker card, you can do your rocker card, so many different things. So what I'm going to do with this one is just going to show you a bit of a fancy shape card. So actually, here is the one that I'd done beforehand. So let's bring this in just so that that you can see. So if we show you the bear just there, and then you can see the shape. We've got that one just like that, and then we can see just there with the bear. Just on, so if I turn it that way, there we go. We've got the back of the bear. So what I'm just going to do is taking the actual outside die. Now, my bear, the head of the bear seems to have disappeared. So let's swap that over and let's do, what will we do, Joe? You decide. What one? We'll do the elephant.
The elephant? Yeah, let's do the elephant. Elephant's my favourite, so let's do that.
So let's do that. So it's going to look exactly the same. It's just going to have an elephant instead. So I've just taken...
How does an elephant ask for a donut, Craig?
Don't know.
Can I have a donut, please? Where does the Pink Panther go on holiday? This is my favourite one.
Oh, I know that one. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Right, so I've just taken a card
blank. It's a bit of dad joke for the day done. Thank you for that.
That is just shy of 6x6. So I've just folded it in half for a 6x6 card, and then I've just folded it back once again. So all that I'm just going to do now is just along this score line. So what I would usually say to do beforehand, actually, let's do it. Let's see. I've already pre-scored that, which I don't actually really want to do because we're going to be left with that score line. So let's take my large guillotine. So all that I'm just going to do is, now you might want to tune in over, is it not tomorrow, Thursday, maybe even Friday, if you're looking for the guillotine. I'm saying no more. So all that I'm just going to do now is let's just actually make it down a wee bit. So we have got that one, so we're just going to half that in size. So that is 11 3/4. So let's bring it down to 11. And then, so for this one, let's go 5 1/2. Just like that. So what I'm going to do now is if I fold this in half at 5 1/2, so if I score that one like that, so that now gives me my card blank. So that is 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. So with that last one that I've done, I've already pre-scored that. Now I don't want to do that because I'm going to be left with the actual score line all the way across. So what to do is if we just take our ruler, and we did have a pencil, so here we go. So once again, just about halfway again, so that will be, so 2 1/2, 2 3/4.
It just shows you, Craig, you know, you can't please everyone all the time. Heather says, oh, you guys need better jokes. Whereas Beth says right after, Joe, you brighten my day. So you can't please all the people all the time.
Please everyone.
A few of you are struggling to get the box, struggling to find that larger collection of the boxes. The problem that a few of you were having, we've now fixed. It's displaying and it's showing right now. So go and get that in your basket. You'll see it now if it was a larger collection that you were waiting for.
Okay, so what I've just done now is I've just done that score line. So I've got the word, this one is baby, and I've just got the wee outline of the elephant's head. So I've just taken just a wee bit of our low tack tape. We don't need much. We just want to hold that in place. So we can see just at the edge of each side, you've got just a wee notch. It just sticks out. So that is just going to line up along the pencil line. So if I just press that into place, and I'm just going to tape that down. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the head of the elephant just to the side, and it's just going to match up to the left-hand side of the bee, and we're just going to tape that one down. So that's going to hold it into place, and if I bring my plates back in, so depending on the size of card or project that you make, these will of course go through your Gemini Junior. If you want to make really small cards, maybe little place settings for when parties start to happen with young kids or that, you know, you can make little place settings for the table, you know, then you can do really small ones. You can use your Junior and even your Mini and go. If you want to make large cards, which you can do, then of course you would have your large Gemini. So they really do work in so many different ways. So I've just let that run go all the way through. Of course I could have paused it and reversed it, but then what I'm just going to do now is if I just gently peel that off like that. So take that one off and then take that one off. So let's just take our actual tape. So let's just peel that one off and just be gentle. So then what I'm going to do is let's bring in we could have used obviously our scoreboard, or what I'm just going to do is just use the guillotine. And then what I'm just going to do now is using the score lines. So I'm just going to score along the pencil line just from each edge in, so from the top there just to the beginning of the Y, and then I'm going to do it from the other end just to the beginning of the elephant. So then what that'll do is that gives you that score line where it needs to be, and what it doesn't do is it stops you having that score line in the middle. So if you see what I said earlier on, because I pre-scored it, you would now always be left with a wee score line, and you don't really want to see that. So all that you would just do now is just come along just with a rubber or a razor, and you're just going to rub that one out, and then that's going to get rid of those lines, and then you can even do just those ones there. And then what we can then just do is we can fold that back the way that it was, and then using those score lines, we can just fold that forward. So then that's going to then just stick out that you can see just there. And then if we go that way, so if we can see that way and then that way, that's then going to start to create that
what are we calling this
stepper.
style of card? Is it a stepper?
It's a stepper card, yeah.
I think it's really
card.
effective with these, don't you? In particular, Craig.
Yes.
You are getting the arches included as well. It's great to have those, isn't it?
It really is. It's really handy to have those in because then you can create your actual frames in that as well. So I'm just going to take the two stamps from the elephant as well as the front and the back. If I just take my stamping platform, now I've got the Noir black, I'm just leaning back because I think what would be quite nice is if I took one of the grey ones, which I must actually have at the side of me already, which no I don't, so let's just use the black one. But I just thought maybe, you know, with an elephant, maybe a grey colour.
You're getting the rustic brown in the collection, which I guess would work as well.
That would still work.
Well,
for
it's
the
the bear
elephant.
you're getting, so I guess it would work perfectly with the bear, wouldn't it?
It would do. So I've changed to obviously the elephant because I couldn't find the dye for the bear. It's popped out my packaging. But what I'm just doing now is I'm just popped it onto my stamping platform and I'm just tapping that ink on. Then I'm just bringing this back into a bit like what we've done earlier on with the last demo. I'm going to put my head just to the side so it doesn't get in the way. And I'm just matching that with the outline die cut. And then I'm just going to press into place and press just like that, remove that. Then that starts to give you that elephant just peeping out. So it's poking out, you can see just there. But then the joyous thing, the amazing thing about these, if I turn that over, let's remove Mrs. or Mr. Elephant, or it could be baby elephant, and let's just stamp the back. Now, you don't have to use the dies. We had, if you've seen myself and Joe yesterday, we had the Christmas set. You could be using the stamps on their own, and you could be creating scenes with them. We had one with a penguin, just one penguin stamp.
What's a collection of penguins called? Can you remember?
I can't remember. No.
Someone will let us know in the comments,
Penguins?
Craig.
But yeah, you can do all these different ones. So now, what we've got just there, if I then remove this in, so we've now got, let's bring in
It's a rookery, apparently.
So we've got a rookery.
A rookery of penguins.
A rookery. They are fascinating.
Sounds much better with a Geordie accent than a rookery.
So we've got the elephant peeping out just there. We've got the bear bum at the back just sticking out. So you can have fun with some of them as well that you can create. So then what I'm just going to do now, just quickly, I'm not going to spend too long on this. We'll just start to do just a wee bit. I'm just going to trim this down slightly because I've made it a bit smaller. And I've just ran it an embossing folder. Now you could of course use any of your pattern papers. With the picnic box I used our sparkle inks. You can create your own as well. But what I'm just doing, let's just bring a bit of our Harmony water reactive ink pads. This one's just the Chinese red. Let's just add a wee bit of colour to the back. And I'm just going to go over the top. And with embossing folder...
What is that embossing folder you've used there?
I can't remember what it was.
It
One of
looks
those.
like ostrich leather is what it reminds me of.
It's quite good for animal skins as well. I've got, as everyone knows, because I've done a live on it, I like to keep all my dies in embossing folder in their original packaging. I know we've got our folders, but I just like to keep mine in the original packaging. But I actually have a few folders that are quite a few years old, and I can't remember what Crafter Companion ones were. And unfortunately, this was one of them. But you can see there, just by using the embossing folder, just inking it up, then all that I'm just going to do now is if I just take our tape runner.
Do you know what a collection of cows is called, Craig?
No.
A murder of cows.
A murder?
Yeah.
Oh, I get asked to say that quite a lot.
Yeah, it's quite good. There's going to be a murder.
There's going to be a murder.
Oh, a group of penguins in the water is called a raft, apparently, according to Sally, or a waddle on land.
I've heard a waddle.
Where do you get rookery from, Laura? Google
knows everything.
Apparently it does, yeah. There's a bit confusion over that. Who knows? They are cute, aren't they? Laura says that's it. She's not helping us now anymore. She's like, well, if you're going to undermine me, well, I'm late. She's left. She just walked out the gallery.
So what I'm just doing, just to finish that off, is because my original one was a wee bit bigger, I just need to trim that down. So I've just taken a wee bit that I've done exactly the same. We're just going to ink the front. I'm not going to do too much more because I'll show you the one with the bear, and it gives you the idea. It lets you see how you can at least create this concept of a card.
It's not cows, it's a group of crows, not cows are a murder of crows.
That I can understand.
Yeah.
That I can understand. So we can see just there, if I pop that just from behind, then you can colour that if you so wish. And then we've got obviously the back side just there. But if I just bring just that one, all decorated up, that you can see, that is then how it looks. And you can have fun using so many of the different ones that you've got.
Absolutely fantastic. Very, very busy on that. Murder of crows, Joe, not cows. Christine, everyone's right, it turns out. Christine says, a group of penguins is called a colony, a rookery, or a waddle. These are the terms for a group of penguins on land. If they're floating in the ocean, they are called a raft. Now we know, I'll be able to sleep tonight now that we've nailed that on. If you want to go for the extras of these Peekaboos, they're available $6.99 or $9.95 individually. The Explorer kit, £25 or $35 for that one. It's very, very busy now on that. You've got the card in there, the Peekaboo bear, you've got the frames, and you've also got that ink pad. A great starting point for you to try these Peekaboos stamped and dies, which is fantastic. Right, we've also got the milk box. Do you know what the national animal of Scotland is, Craig?
Oh my gosh, my mind's gone blank. Dragon?
No, it's a unicorn. It's a unicorn. Yeah, you Google it. Honestly, national animal Scotland, unicorn. I know, it explains a lot. $24.99 if you want to go for the milk box. You'll get the magical unicorns included, totally free of charge. You won't have seen this on HSN. No plans to bring those unicorns to HSN at the moment. $24.99 or $29.99 if you want to go for that one. We also have the picnic box available for you as well. This one comes with the Home Sweet Home. You're just paying for the worker die. You're going to get the decorative dies included as well. $24.99 or $29.99 there. And the new one that you won't have seen, you guys in the US, is the Gemini Infinity Box. That comes with your special day. If you go for all three of them together though, at the same time, you get everything I've just shown you. You also get the sweet cupcake included in there as well. Without a doubt, the best value, this bigger collection, £80 or $96 if you want to go for that one, over 35%. Right, we're going to go back to the rose gold because it is very, very busy. I'm going to just ask if I can just show you the list of everything that is included. That's a picture of it, and you're going to have an absolute joy unpacking that. There is so much within there. But I want to break down all the value that you've got because it is absolutely colossal. You guys have loved this since we launched it on HSN, since we launched it here on Crafters TV. So you've got all of that lovely lot in there, your stamps and dies. You've got the metal die in there as well. There's a whole other page full of goodies as well. You've got your more dies, your ribbons. It's all there. You're getting everything you can see there. Usually, if you went for it individually, you'd be paying £236.72, or in the US, you'd be paying over $300. However, today, that is not the case. £170 or $205, saving you over £60 and almost $100. If you're a Club Inspire member, you'll get another £34 off of that. In the US, if you're Platinum, sorry, you'll get $41 off of it. Everyone's going to get free postage and packaging. Everyone's going to get free shipping and handling, which is incredible, but a third of the stock has gone. It was so busy when we launched it on Friday. We've done our bit. We've basically had to go out to some of our retailers and beg them to give us some of the stock back. And that is a stock that we have ring-fenced and brought to you here on Crafters TV. A third of that stock has gone. A lot of you have got it in your basket as well. If you thought about it on Friday and missed out, today really is making your mind up time. Right, Craig, do you fancy sharing one more quick demonstration on this with us?
Absolutely am. I'm going to go really quick within this. Well, not too quick, but we're going to go quick enough and then we can show you how we can create this stunning card. So I've just taken some of our layers. So what I've just done is from our cardstock is we've just layered them up and I've just popped a wee bit of our pattern paper just within the middle there. Now I've used our paper trimmer. Now you can see there, you don't worry, you're not going to see those wee nicks. Then what I'm just doing is I'm just taking another bit of our pearl card, this deep shade, and I'm just bringing in our decorative rose frame. So what I'm just going to do on this one, it's double-sided, so you don't need to worry, but you've got your die in there as well, it die cuts. If you see you've got some white bit of padding, keep that in, that is meant to stay there. So all that I'm just going to do is pop that in, I'm going to close the folder, and because it's our cut and emboss, what I'm going to do is it's just our 2 cutting plates. However, I do like to add in my metal shim. Now that one's well used, we'll have another one. No, so let's just, I'll tell you what we can do. Let's use my junior one. So I'm just going to pop that one in, and that just gives all that detail, that embossed detail, just pops even more. And then it also helps to die cut and just round the edges like I was talking about yesterday. So as that comes out, that's going to give us the frame within the middle. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to decorate it.
How fabulous. Really busy on the rose gold. Remember, certain elements, Craig, you can only get in that collection. So your luxury papers, your sequins, the ribbons, the glue, what are we calling it, Craig? The dimensional glue, glitter glue. That was the one. Glue. And also the embossing powder and the glitters, only in that mega bundle right now.
Now look at all that detail. So let's bring in just a wee bit of white so that we can see. Let's just quickly bring it close up for you to see. So that's done all that embossing. Look at all that embossing all the way around. You could sand that back slightly if you so wish. You've got the frame as well. I've already done one earlier on, exactly the same, but I've just popped some foam on the back. So let's bring this in. So all that I'm going to do is bring in my tape runner. So A5 card blank folded in half, and I've just folded it in half again just there. So let's then just use some of our tape runner. So pop that one on, and then I'm just going to line that up towards the edge. And then what I've also done already is just taken some of the papers within there. You can see I've just created a base as well, just like that. Then what we're just going to do is if I bring my frame back in, and let's bring some of that tape off. Now for speed, what we'll just do is I'll just take the top and the bottom, and then once we finish, I'm going to just prise it off, and then we'll peel the rest off to make it sturdy. So press that into place. So already you've got that lovely aperture within the middle. Then all that I'm just going to do now is if I take some of these flowers that have been made with the foam, as well as some of the die cut sentiments, so I'm just going to pop these in place. These ones I'm not going to stick on because I had a wee play the other day and come up with this one. I've got one finished, but it lets you see the layout. So if I then just start to pop these ones in like that, you can see how it starts to come together. Then what I'm just doing is taking some of these leaves that have also die cut as well. So you can just start to pop them out. So what we were doing earlier on, where we were poking them out the sides, you can do that, and we're even just going to take a few of the sequins and dot them about.
Now, if you want to go and see 2 hours, a full presentation of the Rose Gold collection, even when we Skyped in a couple of our favourite crafters as well, go back and watch the whole show on Friday. You'll be able to see it there. We've restocked, so we've got it available in stock right now. I'd hate for you to miss out on it again. That is beautiful, Craig.
So then just imagine that that's all stuck down. Let's bring in this one that I've done earlier on. Now, if I turn it around, all that I've also just done is along this strip here, I've taken some of our embossing folder strip. You get this embossing folder too. Pop that up with foam pads, and that's what creates the stopper for it to sit.
It does look absolutely fabulous. Diane saying, great show today, Joe and Craig. I loved it. Thanks for making us laugh today. Kathy saying, Craig, you always make such elegant cards. Loads of you are saying how much you've enjoyed the show, which is fantastic. Right, need to give you a heads up on some incredible new bits coming your way this week here on Crafters TV. There is a UK launch which will happen on the 3rd of July. It is Friday's Colour Me Happy. The Queen of Spectrum Noir herself is here. It's a launch, it's the 3rd of July. It's actually a world launch. Nowhere else globally will have had this. It will be your first opportunity to get your hands on these brand new pens, which is fantastic. Oh, it's here. The Shih Tzu. It's in the building. There it is. I know so many of you have been waiting for this collection of stamps. It is a Crafter's Companion photopolymer stamps. There's 6 new ones. They're going to be launched on Friday. Loads of you have been waiting for ages for those. I know they were on HSN a little while ago, but you hadn't had the chance to see them. We've also got tomorrow. Now, I'm not allowed to tell you, right, that the next item, if you're a club member, you can buy it already. I can't tell you that. I'm just not allowed to tell you that you can place your order right now over on the website. I'll be here tomorrow morning with Sarah with these Gemini double-sided creator card dies. Creator card dies are incredible. When they are double-sided creator cards, shut the front door. It's going to be an incredible show. Now, those pens you've got over there, they look amazing, Craig. And they're the new sizes, aren't they? The new packs, these ones.
We do indeed. So we've got these ones, you can see there, we've got all these pens, but look at the pack size just there. So what I'm going to do, tip them forward. So look at these, 4 in each one. You're going to see the colour array that you've got within all the packs there that all work perfectly together as well. So our illustrators are always popular. Now these take your colouring, your shading, your tinting, all to the next level. If you like to do your animal fur, you can be doing that. These are your Japanese tips on the top there. So these are the best of the best that you can get. So you can even see it on some of the packaging at the bottom. Some of the styles. So yeah, you can do your flowers. You can do your animal skin tones, like I said before. You've got the actual hair. Leanne's going to be the one that's going to be launching these ones, and she is so excited. You know, you say Spectrum Noir, you say Illustrator, and you automatically think of Leanne. Now, Joe's favourite. Let's bring these ones in. So these are the ones we've just given you a sneak peek a moment ago, and then here's the actual stamps. So we've got the sunflower in there, the sunflower, nice sizable size, but we've got the flower, we've got the sentiment as well as the wee leaves. Then look at the wee fox just sitting there, just onto the wee wood at the bottom there, and then you've got obviously the wee embellishments as well as the sentiment. Then look, there's the Shih Tzu. You've even got these wee paw prints as well that stamp out, as well as a few sentiments. And then moving on, look at the wee mice, the wee field mice there with your nice sentiment. You've got a good few within that one just there. And then these are going to work perfectly, yeah, with any other mediums you've got. But these are the ones that are going to work absolutely perfectly with your illustrators, because you can get those the tones, the movements coming through with the techniques of the illustrators that Leanne's going to show you. Then, possibly one of my favourites, because it's double-sided, we have got these ones just here. I'm so excited to be able to show you that these are coming up. So we've got these ones here. Christmas, of course. What else? Double-sided. We've got the baubles there. So if you're new to them, double-sided. So they go one pass through your Gemini, and they cut out twice, because they have got your double-sided die blades, although they're not sharp, on each side. So you could be building up the scenes like we've seen a moment ago. What about your poinsettia there? So you can be layering up all the different colours, whether it's just glitter card, whether it's your mirror card, having a wee play. Who doesn't like snowfall at Christmas time? So you can tune in, you can see Sarah, she's going to be launching them tomorrow morning. But what you can do just there is, you can see there with the deers, why not mix and match? And then you can bring in some other ones as well. Create multiple different scenes. So these are going to be on tomorrow with Masterclass with Sarah. She's going to be showing you all the different things that you can be doing with them, all the different techniques. But of course, it is, of course, by the double-sided dies that you will only get with us at Crafter's Companion.
Oh, absolutely. Make sure you join myself and Sarah back here tomorrow morning. Don't forget about the Rose Gold collection. Very, very busy. Over a third of the stock of that Rose Gold Mega Bundle has now sold out and gone. It's been an amazing show. Massive thanks to Craig. Big thanks as to always to you guys as well. I hope you have a great day if you're stateside, if you're here in the UK or Europe. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care.